Hello and welcome to another episode of Techfanaticofficial cryptocurrency series, your guide to the cryptoverse. Today I'm going to talk about Streeth, which is a very different project to what I've covered before. It's more about street art and how you can use blockchain technology and NFTs to monetize street art. So let's dive deep into it. So the project is talking about using NFTs and using the blockchain technology to monetize, collect, trade, and enjoy the street arts that currently exist outside. They estimate to have a value of $70 billion at the moment, the market for the street art. And at a public scale, that's pretty huge, but it hasn't been properly monetized. It hasn't been properly traded or collected or enjoyed by those people who are interested to collect art, whether it's street art or random art. And remember, any street art can be also damaged by weather or other issues because it's outside, out in the outdoor areas. Now, what Streeth is trying to do is basically use the blockchain technology and NFT technology to mint these NFTs, curate them, and use their platform to auction these using the platform they have for all the artists that exist for the blockchain, for the street arts, and let the collectors basically have the ownership, be able to trade them and store them in their own vaults, and also, enjoy them as an owner. All of this can happen using the blockchain technology. Now, the use case that they have, what they're saying is there hasn't been any art previously being sold to collector. The artist never been able to monetize it. There probably has been some examples in 2021 that I know in Australia, but they're right. There hasn't been a structured way to end-to-end process for enjoying the street art and having a marketplace specifically for it. So what they're saying is that they've realized this potential and they're going to use this project to be the pioneer, basically, marketplace for an NFT marketplace for street art, and also provide the opportunity for those street artists to use this platform for their services. They've gone through some scenarios basically on how you're going to own it. Even if the art is damaged, you're still going to be able to enjoy this art as an NFT holder. And the process that it works is basically, if you are an artist, you give the rights to the street team by signing a contract. There's going to be an art drop announced on the platform. There's going to be an auction system. Obviously, in an auction, you have a starting price, you have a reserve price, and you have an end date. If the auction reaches the timeline, or if it gets the highest bidder and the reserve price is met, that art is then minted and then registered on blockchain to the owner that win the highest bid. And the piece is stored in the buyer's vault on the Streeth application, and it's displayed also with all the details. Now, art can be released in the market, it can be lent to the museum that they have for passive income, or it could be just displayed by the users. So what they're saying is this is going to be a place for trading, for monetization, and also for enjoying the art piece. And that's what they're expecting for the future to be. A lot of street art coming to the platform of Streeth, and also some art that's already there, maybe not recent ones, even the old times, for heritage purposes. They've got multiple products for Streeth. So they have the marketplace that I mentioned for street art auctioning. They've got the platform for fractionalizing the NFTs. They've got a virtual reality museum on the metaverse for everyone. And they're going to have 8,000 different characters as well for people to participate. They've got the utility token, which is the Streeth, which I'm going to talk about later. And then the bricks token, which is more of a reward in ecosystem token. They've got the platform as well for staking. They have a video game, which is a spray-to-earn VR video game. And within this game, basically, people can participate in the game and do their own design. And based on the voting that comes in, they can get rewards. So that's why it's called spray-to-earn. They have streetwear merchandise, so it's really the street feeling, right? And then they've got 8,000 3D avatars, which I've mentioned earlier. Now, the functionality is also guaranteeing that when you mint art, it's one-to-one to the original, and there's not going to be any other product or any other NFT item for that street art, or if it is, it's probably a fake one. So there is a genuine authenticity that you're the primary owner for it. In terms of the roadmap for the project, let's have a look. So this one is slightly changed. So I'm going to move to the more recent one that they have. So basically, they started in the previous quarters with the ideation in July, and then the founders did the fundraising in August, the white paper, and in September, the company was registered and advisories joined. In October was the trademark and the patent ideas come to fruition. And then the November was more about the artist exclusive rights, and all the ideas I just mentioned was signed. December was finalizing the sale, the press campaign, and finalizing the seed round. They started developing the marketplace using the budget in January. The token contract development was completed. They did more marketing and PR, and they had an office in Miami. And then the IDO was scheduled. The contract is audited. The official VR museum teaser was released. Avatar collection was announced, and the NFT auctions. In March, they did the NFT minting, the Streethers, and the auction for that started, which I'm going to cover later, and I hold actually one of them. The marketplace development commenced. The IDO changed a little bit actually, and that's where we need to look at this one. So the token generation event is in April. The fractionalized graffiti minting program is also in May. The curated graffiti auction marketplace is in Q3. The VR museum will commence in Q3, and the staking platform also is part of the Q3 idea. The spray to earn video game is going to be in Q4. The DAO organization will form in Q4. And then there's going to be limited edition streetwear merchandise that's going to come in as well in the Q4. So these are some of the part of the roadmap. In terms of the transaction terms, also, because some people are curious that what are the transaction terms when you do it as an artist. So when you have an artwork, and the auction works, the Streeth will distribute 80% of the sale to the artist. 17.5% will be held as fees. 2.5% of that will be payment fees, and 2.5% will be donated to humanitarian and not-for-profit organization. And then the rest of it will be given to the community and DAO. And in the occasion that there is a fractionalized NFT offered for minting, there will be a flat fee paid for the artist upfront, which will be agreed between the artist and the platform. Now, in terms of the token utility and token economics, there's a lot of utilities for Streeth. So they're basically operating as a utility token called Streeth, ETH at the end from Ethereum. So they allow you, by holding the token, have perks like being whitelisted for the future drops that they have for these NFTs and future releases. You get discount when you pay fees in the marketplace. You'll have unlimited access to the Metaverse Museum. You'll have unlimited access to play the virtual reality video game and the spray to earn campaign. You'll have passive income generated. If you do the staking, you will be accessing the events globally. You'll have a membership in the DAO. You can pay, you can do the voting as a governance token. And also you have exclusive access to the future drops. Obviously, this is going to be tiered depending on how many tokens you hold. And for some of them, just holding the token will be enough. Now, as mentioned, the Streeth ecosystem, primary token is going to be Streeth, and the secondary is going to be bricks. So the Streeth token, the primary token, is the native token, and it's going to be what's going to be traded on Uniswap and other platforms, and helps you with the prioritized minting, governance, discounting fee, whitelisting, and limited edition access, having the free-to-play as well. Whereas the BRICS token is going to be the rewards token in the ecosystem. It will be generated by staking the Streeth token. And then as an incentive and reward, you'll get the BRICS token. Also, you'll get this as a collector if you decide to lend your art to the museum. And then the BRICS token will be a token that you can use in the ecosystem to acquire art, or you could use it for other purposes, for example, participation in the contest, in the lotteries, in the game as well, the the play to earn game. Now, in terms of the token economy, they have it on the white paper as well, actually, if you're interested to know. One more thing, actually, with the BRICS holder, you'll be able to access the exclusive benefits that I just mentioned. So free trading, discount, free collectibles. Now, in terms of the token, the supply is going to be 300 million tokens. And it's going to be on Ethereum. 1% distribution of the fees is going to be for marketing, 1% to the holders of the token. The token is Streeth. The maximum after burn is going to be 254 million. So it's deflationary token. You're going to reduce around, let's say, 17% of the token once the whole deflationary takes into effect. They're going to have 1 million Streeth tokens or $75,000 in Ethereum, together 150K into the liquidity pool. There's going to be a 6 million Streeth token circulating supply, just around 2%. Market cap at launch is going to be $458,000. Total diluted value at launch is a $19 million. So the value for the token is estimated to be 19 million. They raised 900K in seed round, and they raised 350K in the private round. And 250K is going to be raised in the public round, with a hard cap of $1.5 million for fundraising. So now if you zoom in here, in the seed round, the price has been 0.045 or 4.5 cents, which is 6% of the total tokens in the tokenomics. 900K was raised at a total valuation of $11 million. Private round was 6 cents, 2% at the valuation of 15 mil. Public round is happening now, is 7 cents at a valuation of $17 million. And that's for 1%. And then on the next listing is going to be a valuation of $19 million, 7.5 cents. In terms of the allocation, the seed round is going to get an unlock at listing of 10%, and then 9 months linear unlock. Private round is going to get the same. Public round is going to get 30% on the token generation event, and then 2 months unlock of 35%. As a team member, you can enjoy a 6 months cliff, being sarcastic, and 12 months unlock of 8%. Founders also subject to the same vesting. Advisors have a better vesting, so they don't need to wait the 12 months. They have a cliff of 6 months and then 4 months unlock. Ops is going to be 20% for operations and development. It's going to be over 20 months. And there's going to be a 15% reserve, 10% for liquidity, staking 10%. And then ecosystem itself is going to have 4.8%. 15% of the total token, not 17, then 15% of the total token is going to be burned. The sale raise is going to be used for development, marketing, listing on centralized exchange, liquidity on DEX, that's 30%, partnership formation, HR, and additional reserve of 5%. So that's more the information of the token utility and token economy. They are probably going to move to layer 2, maybe Polygon as well, because obviously not everyone is a fan right now to be on Ethereum. In terms of the NFT utility, they just started minting a few weeks ago the Streethers Genesis token. So that was the original NFTs. There's going to be future ones as well, but this is the Genesis, or the first ones basically. And that was minted at different pricing on an average price of 0.01 Ethereum, which is now $350, but back then was more like $300, the price of Ethereum. And there was 800 items, or 799. Now the utility is, by owning it, you can claim real estate, plot of lands. You can be automatically whitelisted for every drop that they have. You get free access to the virtual reality metaverse museum. You're going to have unlimited access to the play to earn video game, and then access to purchase the merchandise drop. You can access the DAO. You can stake your NFT to generate reward. You can get airdrops or power-ups for your NFTs, so you can, put them on steroids. You can redeem one of these limited edition NFTs as well for the collectibles. and you have access to member-only events in the world. So this is going to be a really cool community. At the moment, it's sitting at 0.13, but it's just started. That's why. And I happen to own one as well. I usually don't like to share my profile here, but since this is a special one, yeah. So this is mine. I own one of them, the shovel. And so if you don't have the token, you still have the ability to also own one of the NFT items. There are a lot of artists that they have signed up with, and you can check their profile on their website. So if you come all the way to bottom of the page, you see the list of artists that they have partnered up with. And then you can go there and check their profiles and the type of art they're doing. So this is one of them. Art of Bust, Dragon Art, is a Japanese artist, street artist, pretty famous one. And Cool Man, he's really, really big person in the art industry, animation, and he's got 2.5 million followers. So they already started signing up with some of these artists. And as soon as they continue the development of their utility, obviously you're gonna see more and more. In terms of the VC backers and the teams behind it, so they've talked about it in detail on their website and pitch deck, but I'll just quickly show because I am familiar with a lot of these VCs actually. So actually it's not convenient for me, so I'm gonna move to their website. Let's see. In terms of the VC backers, they've got the company itself. So the company called Decentralize is one of their backers. They've got Orcus VC as one of the VC, which is also connected to them. They've got Tuvash, they've got Cryptomon, which I did a video before. It's a crypto game. They got Shuuzi, which is a online store. They got the Decentralized Miami. They've got Shima Capital, Maven Capital, who you've seen I covered previously in my videos, Metaverse Capital, and the GDA Capital. They've got a lot of well-known advisors. So they've got, again, let's go back to their website when we talk about the advisors. So I have the more accurate information for the benefit of the audience. They've got the head of, so Joe Gresh is actually Chili's. You probably know about the project Chili's. They did a lot of partnerships last year with especially with sport companies, like football clubs. So the head of crypto and Fan Market Cap founder is one of the advisors for this project. They've got Krista Kim, one of the most influential NFT people. They've got Artblog director. They've got a very well-known marketing person, which is from Forbes under 30. They've got the founder of Cryptomon behind it. They've got a Fortune 40 under 40 angel investors. They've got the eToro team behind it as a team, and they've got Artifact. So you probably know the Artifact head of tech. They're very famous in the NFT space. So you definitely know them if you're well known in the, you know the NFT space very well. And they've got a very famous NFT artist. And the team themselves are people who are entrepreneurs. They've got a lot of involvement in previous VC in the blockchain and non-blockchain companies. And if you even go to the description on one of the websites, you can see that they are backed by industry leaders, and they're actually a lot of the non-crypto or non-blockchain entrepreneurs behind the project. So they've got the blockchain people and they've got the non-blockchain entrepreneurs behind it, which is really exciting because that means they know a lot about business and sale, and also about how to run the project to success. Now, in terms of the teams and backers and VCs, we've covered all the information. We can talk about the social media analysis. So you can see the profile of the CEO and his experience, obviously, on LinkedIn. The team also, you can search Streeth and find the information on LinkedIn. So everything is clear. They've got 2 pages on Twitter. One is for Streethers, so people who minted the 800 Genesis painting, which I'm one of them. So here you can see all the utility that they're gonna give you in the future, all the details in the Discord, you know, the 3D printed NFTs, 3D printed Streethers merchandise, downtown villas, land plots on the metaverse, you know, the meetups they're gonna have, everything you can see. So that's the cool thing, is you're gonna have access to all of this as an owner of the NFTs. And then they've got and this one has 27K followers. And then they've got another one, which is the Streeth for the token, for the ecosystem, and for the NFT all together as a whole company, with 33K followers on Twitter. So that's pretty good. I've been active on Discord actually because I wanted to participate in the NFT sale. They did a really big campaign. They've got 20,000 members. They're also on TikTok with 65,000 members. They're on Instagram, 49K followers. And they've covered a lot of, they're on Telegram, but I think it's 3,000 members. Telegram, not so big. They're also covered by well-known media like Forbes and also other magazines. So they have done very well marketing actually for the project, and they provided the information all over the place. I'm pretty satisfied with how they have done their marketing campaign. They can do more, I think, on Telegram post-launch, because I think they need more crypto people as well on there. But overall, they're doing well, and they're doing YouTube campaign as well. And I'm doing a video for them, as you can see. In terms of the token listing, so they're gonna have the IDO from the 6th of April up until the 8th. And then after that, they're gonna have the token generation event. So if you go first, just by the information, they're gonna be available on 4 launchpads. The price is set at 7 cents, which I just mentioned. And after the listing on Uniswap, they're gonna have 150K worth of liquidity added. The vesting is 30% at listing, 35% on lock after 30 and 60 days. There's gonna be first launchpad, which is the Binstarter. So Binstarter IDO is happening on April 6th. To join the whitelist, you can go to bsr.binstarter.io. You can join the whitelist now. The start date of whitelisting is now until, this is my time in Australia, remember? So you should convert it to your own time zone, but registration will end on the 6th, and the IDO will occur on the 6th as well. So make sure you're part of the whitelist. To be able to participate, you need to stake Binstarter tokens. So you can buy the tokens on Binance Smart Chain, stake your tokens on one of the pools that they have. And once you stake the tokens, based on the staking you have, you'll get access. So your token unlocked, and based on the staking that you do, you get some access to the IDO for Streeth after you registered and finish the KYC, and you can pay in BUSD and then claim the tokens, or you get airdrops of the token depending on the agreement of the Streeth on your Ethereum address, for the same address that you use to purchase your tokens on Binance Smart Chain. They're also going to do a sale on Safelaunch. For Safelaunch, the IDO is going to be a total raise of 50K, and it's going to be April 6th, my time, 11 p.m. Remember, I'm UTC 11. So this is going to be basically UTC 11 hours behind. So around the 12 noon, if I'm not mistaken, of UTC of the 6th of April, 12 noon, yeah. And so 12 UTC, 6th of April, they're going to have the IDO on the platform for Safelaunch. And to have the participation in Safelaunch, you need to stake your Safelaunch tokens. And by staking, you'll get access to one of these tiers. And based on the tiers, you can participate in the sale of the tokens on Safelaunch platform. They're going to be also on GemGuardian. And GemGuardian is really, really similar actually to how Binstarter does their operations, except the fact that you need to own the GemGuardian tokens. And going back to here, their final one is going to be on Catapult IDO. And that's more of a fair launch system, which has been completed. So the Catapult is already completed. So the only chance you can have is going to be GemGuardian, Safelaunch, or Binstarter, which I'll put the link down in my description page. Now, the token generation event is planned between the 8th of April to the 10th of April, but things change every now and then in crypto, so I'm not going to give you a confirmed date, just to be sure. The launch strategy, they're going to be on Darkpool and 111 PG as a trusted partner to help them with the bot protection and preventing any sniper bots. and the contract will not be shared with anyone before they launch. It will be only on their Discord, Telegram, and Twitter at the time of listing. You cannot buy it anywhere except from the launchpad or as announced on Discord and Twitter. The blockchain is going to be initially, as I mentioned, ERC20 Ethereum. And then after that, it's going to be on Uniswap. And after that, you're going to be able to have it once in the future. They move to other platforms. Maybe they move to Polygon, for example. You can buy it off there. It has a 2% reflection. So 1% of DEX trading volume goes to the token holders and 1% goes to the marketing wallet in Ethereum. So that's a 2% fee. We already talked about the raise and the official contract audit and release. So in terms of the market has done improvement over the last 7 days, and especially in the space of NFT, especially in the space of the gaming, they're doing quite well. So I think it is a good time for this project to launch in the first week of April for the IDO and token generation event. The idea is very unique. So I don't expect them to do like a, I don't know, 100x, for example, once they launch. They're going to do decent, but not probably 100x. But remember, this is a really unique idea. You don't have any other marketplace with such backing right now in the blockchain space. So that's what the unique selling point for the project is. And that's why I think it's going to do well. But I provide no financial advice. Please do your own research. You have time to do your own research. And make sure you do invest if you want with full knowledge. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. You put comments in the description. If you want any more information, I can always go back to the team and provide that to you. I'll put all these links for you as well to research it. I hope you enjoyed it because I know you wanted something, not just play to earn. You wanted some NFT information as well, which I did, a project with NFT Utility. Again, I hope you enjoyed this video. And see you next time.